Oh.
Oh,
Ah, howdy, y'all.
hey y'all.
So as you see, Eric's not here today.
So you're stuck with me.
They called him into work, but he should be clocking out right about now and heading this way.
Mm-hmm.
So who? I guess I could pull my phone up because I can't read that chat clear across there.
No.
Let's see. Howdy, y'all. Hey, y'all. Turn that down.
I did.
Come on,
Bass of
Jesse.
BNS Odyssey. Check your pockets, Douglas, aka. You don't know who it is.
Nope.
It's Scotty. Hi, Scotty.
Oh.
Rebecca touched my yarn. The crazy chicken lady sent me here. And the jar. And we have Paul and Dale was here.
And Barry.
And Barry, howdy.
We don't know what Dale's doing.
They just got back to the campsite.
True.
So I know that much.
Canadian Family
Hi,
Life.
Tiffany. Hope everybody had a great 4th.
And it's
And
officially
everybody-
spooky season.
Sorry, Paul, no pun intended, but I hope everybody kept their fingers. There's Jovita. Somebody's.
I don't have no pun.
Neighbor.
I mean,
No.
Hi,
Hey,
Nana Dale.
look who it is.
Hi.
Hey.
Of course, though, our department's been on live on patrol for the last couple of weeks, and we had a guy on there carrying on that he knew his 4th Amendment. He had his 4th Amendment right. It was like, when you're on national TV, make sure you know what you're talking about.
Sometimes when I'm preaching, I give everybody 5 points.
Making it home. Hello.
Howdy. Morning, Joel.
Hi,
How you
Lauren.
guys doing?
Hi, Paul. Hi, Tina. Hi, Brat. I mean,
Hey.
Jesse.
You've been called that all your life. Why is it?
I
Yeah.
have been.
So, like I said, Eric's on his way home. He should have just clocked out. So
Well,
heavy weekend. So yeah, they had extra help.
we're in the camper and we're on a hot spot. So if we're like slow or whatever, just let us know.
He's always slow.
Alrighty.
I mean,
Are you slow?
Yeah.
Got something crawling on you. Treasure hunter Neil.
SGA.
Howdy. Neighbor. Howdy, neighbor.
Watch as I make my thumb disappear.
Yeah, we was gonna go to town and watch fireworks last night, which Jessie worked all day, so she was tired.
I fell asleep.
Eric had to get up and go to work early this morning, so we stayed home and watched TV. Which, like I said, since our department's been on live on patrol for the last couple of weeks, and which we didn't make it on there last night, but we watched that. So
Lori Carp and then Dink and Tank. Hello, welcome in.
That chat is
Jennifer
moving.
Ocean.
Department
Howdy,
headquarters
guys.
with Dink and Tank, Jennifer Ocean Homestead.
Hi, sparkles and glitter.
we could hear the fireworks going off around, though some of the neighbors was doing them, so we was able to hear some.
So there's supposed to be this little place we're at. They're supposed to have a huge fireworks display tonight.
Ooh.
Here.
they're supposed to have a big old barbecue and fireworks.
We should get in the car and run.
Yeah.
I told Eric next year we're going to fireworks because he's bailed out on me like the last 4 years.
Oh,
Always something comes up.
And I think
Yeah.
this is the first year just me and you hadn't gone. Because usually we just go and try to catch them on the road.
We'll sit
I'm
on the
just not
outskirts of town.
I'm like not a big fireworks person. Nana is, but I'm not.
I like to watch them. I don't like to buy my own.
exactly.
I won't spend money on nothing.
I
like
love
that.
to watch them, but I don't want to spend money on it.
I
And
think
why
it's
spend money on them when you can go to town and watch them for free?
it's a real weird deal how we celebrate our Independence Day by handing China so much money.
I thought that myself. In fact, I made that
Good
comment.
point.
But
No.
blowing stuff up is on brand.
I guess. Scott and Caitlin and Lane went down off of Duck Creek, south of Bernice, Oklahoma, and they were actually in like a gated community that's right against the lake. And they just drove down in there and parked on the side of the street and watched their fireworks they're putting on out on the lake. And Scott said some of them were so loud it was setting off car alarms around them.
Oh my.
Oh my.
It don't sound like any place I want to be.
I'm like, did you leave? He said, yeah, right before it was over.
New Screw Ranch. Hi, Kim. Welcome in.
Hello.
Hi, Kim.
Miss Virginia. Hi, Virginia. We like our money more than that. Absolutely.
I'm with you, Tim.
I mean, you might as well take $100 bill and just burn it because that's how fast it goes.
Yep. I said Southwest City did theirs on the 3rd. Pineville did theirs last night. Anderson has some tonight, but we're probably not gonna make it either.
Yeah.
I don't know if Bella Vista had last night or not.
Mm. I'm usually just along for the ride.
Stick it in there.
I'll
Yeah.
be right back.
Okay. Thanks for the warning. Dale's putting his worms away.
Oh,
Wormy,
I
wormy.
got worms.
Dale's got worms.
that's
He's
not something
walking,
you should be
so it's
telling
making the
everybody,
whole
Dale.
thing shake.
We're going to the lake for the show here in a bit. Well, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Not a lake close here. Well, there's a couple in Bella Vista, but
There's creeks.
yeah, there's creeks. And there's
We'll see how long we can
tourists
last without the air conditioner on in here. But we can hear you now, and you can probably hear us.
right? That's what
Yeah, the air conditioner's kind of loud.
Paul was saying that it was forecast for them to get some rain, but it looked dry here, but it's clouding up.
So it was cloudy here all day,
It's been cloudy off and on all day.
all morning till noon. It was cloudy, and we got a few sprinkles right there, probably right at noon.
Just
And I
enough
mean,
to
just to mess up
mess
the
up the
dust
dirt.
in your windshield.
I was on
But
the
other
lawn
than
mower at noon, so we didn't get a drop.
Mhm. Yeah, but now it's sunny out.
It's not
And
sunny
hot.
here.
No, it's actually
It's
not even
sunny
too
and
hot.
Hi, Lori. Prepping for heaven.
Hey, Lori. Of course, if we was up doing stuff, it would probably
Late
be.
night
'Cause it
Oh,
Lori.
feels a little bit muggy.
Late
Sunny
night Lori
with-
is right. Ben's
So
over
I didn't know
Arkansas.
Kim's from Northern California.
Acres.
Northern California. Okay.
I didn't say it.
Barb, what's up?
I can't read any of that, so
That's what Jesse said. I didn't say I could read.
it all looks like just little dots all over it. So
I went out to the shop this morning. Of course, the little purple cross that I've been making, I was
Yes.
anxious to get it out of the mold. And I didn't put it on the short, but I broke it in half.
What?
I did get it fixed. So
I was
now
gonna
if I
say it was really cool. I like that short.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It looks really pretty.
Now, if I can get it finished sanding, because like I said, I sit out there and sand, and when the sweat just drips off of you, it's like, ah. So,
Yeah.
But no, I've been wanting one of those molds for the longest time. And then Amy sent me a picture of one that somebody had made. It's like, oh, I've been wanted one of those for a long time. And it's like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and order it. So I did.
Hey, it's
Then
the
I didn't even
Newman
measure out
family.
anything perfect or
Newmans.
anything. I just throwed the wood in there and poured something so I'd see how it came out.
Yeah.
Paul, I'll take a snack while you're at it.
Pickles.
Pickles, of course.
No, they're wicked pickles.
Wicked pickles. I'm out on the wicked pickles. Play-Doh Creations. Hello.
That's-
Welcome in.
That's how I roll. I get snacks that nobody else wants, so I actually get them.
That sounds like your brother and dad. Jamie ordered pizza from Casey's last night and everything had jalapenos on it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's smart going there.
No.
Knows that his dear mother cannot eat jalapenos.
Baby
Ugh.
Dales.
I used to love hot stuff, but yeah, I can't no more.
I can't do it.
It doesn't love me back.
Well, we got a little something going on in the crock pot over here.
Oh, what you got
that,
going on?
That Nana and I are going to have a cooking video come out on the channel.
Woo!
So I can't tell you what's in there. It's top secret.
You didn't accidentally put extra seasoning, right?
I let her do the. Well, okay.
He might have added some later.
You weren't supposed to know that.
I'll tell you what's in there. I'll spill the beans.
No.
It's food.
Oh,
Good one. Good one.
I like food.
Tamara says love spicy. Yeah, I do too.
I
But
love
like I said,
spicy, but it don't love
It
me.
it doesn't. Yeah, it's a love-hate relationship anymore.
But granted, I don't have a gallbladder anymore, so it's not the same consequences. It's just pain now in my mouth.
latent titers.
You see her?
I'm watching her.
Our dog's being weird.
I hate to eat in front of you.
How you don't?
Would
Go
you,
for it.
Would you mind turning around?
I'll hide my face.
Oh goodness.
Hmm.
Just say Eric gets home. We're gonna go. Where did we say we were going?
Silver
Taco
Spur.
Bell.
Ah, we've got a little
Maybe.
restaurant down in Jane, the Silver Spur, and they have really good. About said Kentucky Fried Chicken. Chicken fried steak. There we go. Y'all know I'm a little ditzy. I can't remember stuff.
That's because
A
you're
little?
old.
You'll be there soon.
Maybe.
Was not that long ago. I was.
Time out. What?
That was a while
Well,
ago.
Paul, did you hear what I heard? They're holding out on us. There's a place with really good chicken fried steak.
I don't know what
If they
happened
wanted
there.
Did you get an invite and I didn't get an invite, Paul?
There's been some kind of miscommunication here, has there
I
not?
know.
We won't tell you where it's at either.
Newman family.
They've been here.
I didn't see him. So, like I said, it's hard to see that. I'm dodging around the shadows. I will tear up some hot
Why are you
stuff.
hanging on my every word? What's up? The greatest part about these pickles is they've been in the refrigerator. So it's cold.
And then
Then
hot.
Well, then hot. We'll watch him be like,
When he starts sweating.
So the silver Chevy, y'all need to check out Paul's latest with the silver Chevy in
Did I
action.
miss one today?
Probably.
I
No,
watched
it's been a
yesterday's
while.
video.
Oh, he's turning on the dirt road.
That was a short, wasn't it, that I seen pop up with the silver Chevy?
You're to communicate.
I guess you'll just have to go find out yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta watch.
I have done some
videos.
shorts with the silver Chevy, but the only thing I put out lately was videos. And I was driving it in one of the videos I put out lately.
Oh, this one was that it did a lot of work and it got the job done.
Oh, that was last year.
You're kidding me.
Nope.
It
Nope.
just popped up
It
again.
picked up. I had done a little video when I picked up that whole field with it and put in the barn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Literally, it just hit my feed again yesterday. But, there's something to that because, like, my last month, the most popular video I have is one I put out a short 2 years ago.
Wow.
Hmm.
Well, that one that we've got that went crazy, it's 3 weeks old. And it'd been out for a week before hardly anybody watched it. And then it just skyrocketed, and that I didn't even think it was one of my better shorts.
I don't know. I think the silver spur might be getting sold a little bit short or something here because that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
that does look pretty good.
It is really good.
But
fit.
they close at 8, so
Uh-oh.
that's what
Yeah, we
it
got time.
says.
Considering we're an hour and 10 minutes west of our house,
I
We
know
don't
that.
have to
That's-
make it.
That's like 2 hours from our house east. I don't think we're gonna make it, y'all.
Mhm.
I know the owner.
Thanks
though.
for the
Maybe we can
invite
work
anyway.
something out.
Let's talk about something besides food. Okay.
Yeah, all I got out of here is a bottle of water. So,
Ah,
oh, I forgot I got a bottle of ice too. I keep her awake that way.
What's the matter,
They
Jesse?
have a water fight.
mine's glass.
What's the matter, Jesse? It ain't
What?
like there's a herd of frogs running you over or
Well, I
something.
did see one over at the shop today. I couldn't get my phone out quicker than he could hop, and I couldn't get a short
Jesse's never
for
gonna
you.
have her prints because she won't get close to a toad or a frog.
She won't kiss a frog.
I'll be the crazy cat lady. Forever and always.
Well, one thing about it, you got part of that done. I don't know if you got a cat or not, but you got the first
I
part
got
done.
multiple cats.
Unfortunately,
So she's the crazy cat lady.
Wayne,
Yeah. There was one out here a minute ago. I don't know where she went.
I don't either.
me too, Hobita. I love coleslaw. It's good.
Coleslaw's awesome.
Coleslaw is nasty.
No, it is not.
I
Yes,
like
Have
it
you
is.
tried it?
Hey, we can't help it if you don't know what's good.
Have you even tried it?
I don't know.
My wife told me she didn't like Brussels sprouts when we was dating, and I'm like, really?
How many of you ate?
And she said she'd never tried them, and I'm like, well, you should try them. You might like them. I don't know. I like them from time to
Oh,
time.
I found the cat.
We had them.
I like me some Brussels sprouts. I like Brussels sprouts. I like cabbage, fried cabbage, boiled cabbage.
We had them
Both
three
cabbage,
meals in a
cabbage.
row after she'd tried them,
Haven't had 'em since.
and we hardly ever have them anyway.
I don't think I've ate them but once or twice, but when I did have them, they were pretty good.
I don't think I've ever had Brussels sprout.
You don't know what you're
Father's
missing.
home.
Father's home.
I'm kind of like Paul. They're pretty good.
I'm
There
not
are
afraid to
some
try
things.
something, but if I don't
There-
like it, I ain't eating it again.
There are some things that I don't really care for. I really don't care for pickled beets, but a lot of people like them. And that's
That I
fine.
like.
I
Okay.
like pickled beets.
So, I'll be honest. Up until about 2 years ago, I disliked pickled beets. I don't know if it's because I'm old now and you like develop a different taste when you get old, but now I like pickled beets. So you might try them, Paul, because I mean you're older than I am. So
I've eaten them a few times. My mom, though, when she found out I didn't care for them, anytime we were eating at her house, she'd fix them. We need them. They're a blood builder and all that stuff.
They're good for you.
And I told her, I said, I thought they would fit in any size trash can.
yeah.
But my wife likes them. So
Turn that down.
she's like,
Well,
let's go
that's
to your
what
mom.
matters. That's what matters. I eat a lot of things around here because Lisa likes them. Not because I like them, but because Lisa likes them.
We
Can
tell
you-
them at work, hunger's a good seasoning.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'd rather go hungry than eat cabbage and stuff like that.
That can be arranged.
Rude.
Right?
I have got the word that supper tonight for us is going to be cheeseburger macaroni.
Well, that don't sound bad either.
Mm.
She makes it with American slices
Yeah, I
and
was like,
in there.
all right, bye.
Bye-bye.
It's good stuff.
Mom made me steal your shirt.
Ooh.
Hey,
Dylan said that his wife made homemade coleslaw and it was really good.
Yum.
Homemade coleslaw is good. Coleslaw's period.
Hi,
is good.
Eric.
Howdy, howdy.
Sup, Eric?
Not much. I'm home
Bye.
from a busy,
Bye.
crummy day at work.
Get out of here, Brat.
Out of here. I'm going inside.
She's back to their. Oh, there's a bug right there. Back to the air conditioning.
I could feel the love going on there.
Apparently, my off is wearing off. Get it? Gonna spray you down. You don't
Hardy,
get-
har, har, har.
Yeah.
Hi, Eric.
Everybody's saying hi to me, bye to Jesse. I say hi to everybody else.
No, Lori. No pickle beets. I don't think we have any.
Paul doesn't like pickled beets.
I don't say as I blame them.
Why? Have you eaten?
If it's going to bleed on my plate, it better be a medium rare steak.
Exactly.
right.
Exactly.
Now you're talking my kind of language.
Oh,
You just hungry?
Yeah. The only thing I want to bleed on my plate is
I'm all right.
I like them. They're pretty purple.
Mm.
Go lay down, Molly.
I'm only.
And she's gonna beat me with her tail.
Glad I took the peppers out of it.
Tank said Dink had to work. Won't get off until in 40 minutes.
Oh wow.
Well, that ain't even right.
We had that balanced.
When you own your own business, you do things you wouldn't normally do. That's for sure.
That's the truth.
Yep.
No bloody meat. Oh, it's got to bleed when you cut into the good steak.
Mm-hmm. It ain't bleeding. It ain't. It's somebody cooked it too long.
You haven't washed your hands?
No, I haven't washed my hands. I come rushing in here to meet all these beautiful people online.
They went fishing.
Went fishing.
Every time I hear somebody get grossed out about a medium rare steak, I just can't help but think of the way that Woody Harrelson ordered his steak on the Cowboy Way movie.
Yep.
That's the way to eat it.
And I'm like, huh.
Yep. And technically, it's not blood. So.
Go ahead, call it hemoglobin.
That
And I'll
sounds so
say
much better.
you're some kind of high class redneck.
This dude's gonna drink that hot juice. Look at him.
Jeez.
It's about my third sip. I got a little bit left.
Are you over there getting pickled, Paul?
That has got like tons of garlic in the bottom of it.
Just
One
keep
thing
the
about
red
it, we know
away.
Paul won't cramp up later.
I'll be preaching tomorrow, and it'll hit me, and I'll be like, "Oh, there's no vampires in here," you know.
Oh goodness.
Hey, there's Bowen.
Hey, Bowen.
Hi, Bowen.
Oh goodness.
Oh,
Good thing is you're in your own business.
it was a long day. I'm tired.
Anything exciting happen?
Idiots on the river.
Sometimes that can be exciting.
That's where we should have went. Go be idiots on the river.
Oh, we had a.
You know why? Because if we go be idiots on the river, we don't have to live in a van down by the river.
I saw that.
They're all intense.
I apologize. Thursday night did not work out for me.
That's okay.
Thursday was my folks' 55th wedding anniversary.
Oh wow.
Congratulations.
Well, them
to them.
congratulations, yes.
And we did our little fireworks, and Scott had a little cookout.
Nice.
It was good.
There's
Hi,
Scott.
pretty lady.
Faceless lady hiding behind my fat head.
We just call her a zoomer because she just zooms from one end of the screen to the other behind you every now and again.
Yeah, and you've been here, so you
Heard
know what that
that's
looks
in
like.
here. I heard that.
Heard that.
Heard that.
Hey, welcome
Julie
in.
and Randy.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
All had a fun force. Nope.
We
sorry,
didn't.
I had to go to work today.
Was your day off? You didn't have to.
I barned 80 bales of hay. I hauled them a mile on my pickup truck.
Oh,
That
goodness.
was Lori Carp.
That's how I celebrated.
Always hard.
It's a hard choice to drink that pickle juice or put some boiled eggs in there
Ooh.
to make pickled eggs.
No.
Have you tried it?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
And instantly threw up.
I would be the only one that would eat them. I know that. Nobody else.
Nobody would steal them from you.
What?
If we put hard-boiled eggs in this pickle juice. Oh no,
No.
no, sir.
I took one bite and it came right back up. So that's a hard no.
That's what we talked about before you got here. But have you tried it? Jessica
Lori
said she's
said,
never
"Hello,
tried
Nita."
coleslaw, but she hates it.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Give her a Miss Breakaway.
I seen your
am
doggy
not
kiss
America.
is short, Julie. Well, I've
You know
missed
how?
I did see the deer the other day.
It's elbow, elbow, wrist, wrist. Elbow, elbow, wrist,
elbow,
wrist.
elbow, wrist, wrist.
Oh, I thought it was screwing in a light bulb.
I was gonna
Now
say,
that's the
totally
queen
dislocated.
way.
That don't work very well.
A rotator cuff problems keeps me
Right?
from waving properly.
I do this one. It's in working order.
Uh-huh.
I was in a car wreck years ago, and I did the mom thing, and which mom was the one over there. But yeah,
Our cars had
Dislocated my
seatbelts
shoulder.
like that when I was younger.
which 2 blocks before the wreck, which we was traveling back from Minnesota, and we were in Fort Scott, Kansas. And mom
I
had
remember
been
you
laying
telling me
back
about that.
and had her legs in the dashboard. My oldest Abby was 2, and I pulled over because she'd gotten out of her car seat, and I pulled over and paddled her a little behind and got her back in the car seat, thankfully. So mom had sat up, got her legs down where they belonged. Abby was back where she belonged, or it could have been a lot worse.
Hey, Tony, welcome in.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Molly, what are you chewing?
Whatever she wants to.
Goodness.
But, oops, hit wrong key.
Glenda, Grayson Fire, Glenda.
Hi, Glenda.
Again. I'll try, but I think I will try it. Sounds good. You don't want me to put no eggs in the pickles in?
No eggs in the pickles.
Okay.
No pickled eggs.
Put in
I was
your
gonna say
pickles.
I just eat the pickles and then drink the pickle juice, but I
I'll eat me some boiled eggs, but not pickled. Now, if you want to devil them eggs,
I like some deviled eggs.
I'll
Deviled
slaughter
eggs
the
are
whole
good.
mess of them things.
It'll be miserable.
I'd
the
much
next
rather
couple
have
days.
pickled eggs than deviled eggs.
Oh,
And I like deviled eggs.
I
I've
love
got a
eggs.
question about deviled eggs. How
bar.
come those things always show up at church functions?
I always wondered that
We're
too.
always at every single one of them.
Every one of them. And if we're gonna have Thanksgiving, gotta have deviled eggs.
Gotta have deviled
Well, I'm
eggs.
telling you, our church is kind of, if not every month, once a month, at least every other month, we have some kind of a family dinner together after service. And the last one, there were 4 different trays of
Of
deviled
deviled
eggs.
You
They
go
all
to a
like-
Where
rich
did
church,
the
huh?
come from?
A rock, apparently. Jesse don't like nothing.
Yeah, she's rather picky.
I gotta finish the old ones before I can open the new ones.
Oh my goodness gracious.
It was hard, but I got it done.
You're making me hungry up in here.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to get you to turn
Anita,
around.
what are you doing?
Making supper.
Okay.
It started.
Hey, the way she's saying, we all sit here and talk behind her back, literally, because she's got her back
Literally,
faced to us.
yeah.
Well, you don't have to worry about making too much because Paul's ruining his supper right now.
I have never eaten anything that made me not think I could eat supper.
Kidding me?
What?
Are you kidding me? He'll still eat.
Body. You've seen these deals where they like got body by Peloton stickers. I've got body by Teflon no stick skillet stickers.
Mine's body by butter. I'm gonna make me some T-shirts. 9 Acre Family Farm, body by butter.
But that's
Body
a
by butter.
tongue twister.
It's a tongue twister. Say that 10 times fast.
I like deviled eggs too. I do too. I love deviled eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I did see the recipe to put avocado in it, and Eric's like, "No, you're not."
What?
No.
No way.
That's trying to
doesn't
make
like
bougie
avocado.
deviled eggs. That's come on, you can't do
Yeah.
that.
Don't
Yeah.
go ruin them putting avocados
Yeah, I like just original, deviled eggs.
I like me some avocado, especially with some jalapeno and some cilantro and some onion.
Well, everything
I
but
don't
the
even like it
Mashed
jalapeno.
up. Yum.
I don't even like
Yeah.
it that way.
Good.
I don't like avocados, and I don't like guacamole. And yes, I've tried them.
I like guacamole.
Oh, now Eric, don't go hating on everything avocado. Some poor avocado farmer barely making it, you know.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
like,
he's
man,
gonna starve if he expects me to get
if
support
that
him.
guy over in Missouri had just eat a few more avocados, I could make.
Yeah, I don't think them avocado farmers are hurting.
Did you guys hear about the barber that used the avocado seed?
No.
You never heard about that. This barber in this little town, kind of like Mayberry, he had these guys come in. They'd have wrinkled faces and they'd want shaved. And he'd give them an avocado seed. He said, "Put that in your mouth and push that against this spot so that it'll hold it out there." And the guy does it, and he's like, "Wow, that was really good." He said, "I just got one question. What would you have done if I'd have swallowed the avocado seed?" He said, "Oh, you could bring it back in a little while. That's what the other guys do."
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, jeez.
That ain't even right.
That's wrong on so many levels.
What did I miss?
And that's why I usually don't get invited to the party.
We'll always invite you.
Oh, they're
Just won't
living
bring-
up to that
eat
name.
The avocados that he brings.
Yeah, no seats.
Dirty deal, baby. Baby.
That one a little bit warmer.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, everybody's eating the avocados. Locals will come have a draw.
No, it's just Lori.
Waiting for the haircut.
Lori just gonna get on here on every channel she's ever had. And, ooh, your avocado talk.
Yeah, I love guacamole, but everybody said, "Well, just eat just avocado," and I tried that. Ooh. Yeah,
I
that
like
was
some sliced avocado on some chicken breast with Swiss cheese melted on top and a nice garlic herb seasoning. It's good.
I hadn't tried it like that, but I just tried the avocado itself. It was like, nope, I'm out.
I had one of the cheeseburger that had avocado slices in it. It's just like you can tell just the mouthfeel. And it's like spit that
Yeah.
bite back out, and I'm like, nope, I can't do that. And had to
What do
open
they
it up
call
and
that, Eric? What do they call that? I know you got it at Brahms. What do they call it?
I don't remember.
A California burger.
Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe that explains. I was going to ask Dale, when you're eating that sandwich, do you have to hold your
It wasn't a sandwich. I ate it with the
chicken
He didn't eat
breast?
it with
breast.
rum.
Oh, I got you. Well, you probably did anyway, then, didn't you? That sounds fancy. I'm
Gotta
just
eat
going
it.
to tell you.
Pinkies up.
Somebody made a comment about, was it when I was using the router or the sander? Something about when I was doing woodworking and I was holding a pinky up. I was like, well, it goes that way. Sorry.
Sometimes she's a little too good for.
Wow.
Little
Troy
too-
Sutton's in there.
Oh, goodness.
Now, see, Glenda, I don't know if I could get behind that avocado on toast with tomato and bacon.
Why would you mess up tomatoes like that?
Why would you mess up bacon tomato sandwich? And why would you toast it? Like, that's part of it, is that soft bread.
It soaks up the
Like, it
juices.
forms around the bacon with Miracle Whip. Oh
Now I'm
yeah.
starting to get
I heard
hungry.
somebody the other day talking about a kind of bacon I had never heard of before. Maybe you guys have heard of it. And it was like making a whole recipe with this kind of bacon, and I was confused because I didn't know what it was. They called it leftover bacon.
Leftover.
What
I've
is
never
that?
heard of that.
I
I
don't
didn't
know.
know there was such a thing.
No, that's got to be made a fairy tale.
I thought
No
maybe
such
you're
thing.
right. Maybe you're right.
Oh mercy.
Leftover.
I don't know what that is. Like this morning, we brought
Oh, they're
one
having
package of
shrimp
bacon with
fajitas.
us
Woo.
camping for a couple mornings, you know.
So what did Lisa eat then?
Well, yeah,
Just eggs.
we kind of had this thought process of, well, we would have bacon for 2 days, and yeah, it didn't make
we
it.
weren't thinking right.
It didn't make it past.
Did you
morning.
see that bacon packages? They're putting jokes on the back of them now.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
You didn't see that? It said serving size 2 slices.
Oh my gosh! No,
Crazy. I don't know what planet them people are on, but
not the one I'm from.
the pigs are expecting us to eat enough of that we need.
We got a sign in our kitchen that says, "If bacon is wrong, I don't want to be right."
Yep.
Exactly.
I need a sign in my kitchen.
Of course, we're also like that with shredded cheese too. We buy the big 5-pound bags of
The
shredded
big-
cheese
yeah.
at Walmart.
For your kitchen floor.
Cheese
We'll go
makes
through it in a
everything
week.
good.
Right out of the fridge.
People at work, they'll do like, wintertime chili or stuff, and then they'll buy just like the little small bags of
It's
shredded
like, what is
cheese. I'm
that?
like,
It's an appetizer.
that's enough for one chili dog
chili.
or something. And it's like, I have to be real careful. I put just a couple fingers in there, just a little pinch of cheese, so I don't reach in and use the whole bag.
You got to hold your little finger up.
Yeah, I got to hold the little finger up. We made tacos,
Hey.
salads.
Lori says their avocados was overripe. Well, you could still use the seeds for things.
Yeah,
Not what you have for me.
Wrinkle stretchers.
Wonder if you could like bag them seeds back up when you're done and sell it as an anti-diarrheal.
Oh.
Wow.
well, okay, I got one. So, did you hear about the CPA that was looking for new clients in the old farm town?
Mm-mm.
No.
So there was a CPA that moved from big city into a small farm town, and he was trying to figure out how to get new clientele. So he started inviting farmers into his business, just to talk to them about it. And he offered a free bag of M&Ms if they come by. So farmer come in there and he's thinking, man, I don't care what this city fella has to say. I know more about farming and my business than he'll ever know. So he sat down and sitting on the corner of the desk of the CPA is a bowl full of peanuts. Well, he thought, while this guy's talking, I'm going to get dual duty here. I'm going to get some chocolate M&Ms when I'm done with this. So I'm going to go ahead and get me some peanuts. So he's just eating away at them peanuts, and one after another, and thinking, man, these are pretty good. And before he knew it, he emptied the whole bowl. Well, the CPA come back in from talking to the last guy, come into that office, and he said, introduced himself and everything. And the farmer said, sir, I got to apologize. He said, I ate all your peanuts. Well, CPA looked at him and said, that's okay. I'll have some more here later. He said, oh, yeah, you got some more peanuts? He said, well, as soon as I get done sucking all the chocolate off these peanut M&Ms, I'll have that bowl back full again.
Ew.
I don't like it when she says "ooh" while she's making my supper.
Oh goodness.
Nothing
Kim
wrong.
says, y'all are making me hungry.
Same
Yeah,
here.
just thank Dale for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Troy's right. That Wendy's chili, sometimes you'll find all it is leftover bacon and hamburger that they've mixed with chili they already had.
I don't go to Wendy's.
And it's still pretty
Oh,
good
buddy.
if it's stinking cold and you've been working out in it.
Mm-hmm.
Lori Carp says gross.
Yeah.
And Kim says y'all are making me hungry with this. Apparently, it was the peanut M&M talk.
Yikes.
Oh, that was nasty, Lori says.
Yeah, so always be careful if you go somewhere and they got peanuts out,
Wonder if
unless they're in
them-
a shell.
Yeah.
Then you
Oh,
have to
what
be
was-
careful too. Have y'all ever had any jalapeno flavored peanuts that are in the shell?
No, I have not.
They can do that. The local feed store
Steakhouse
over here used to get
Jim Bob's.
Cajun peanuts that were still in the shell. They were almost too hot to eat. And I know it's too hot to eat because I have some experience.
Lori said I won't ever eat peanuts anywhere but home again.
Did either one of you guys ever, any of y'all ever go to Jim Bob's in Joplin back when they was
Oh
open?
yeah.
Have
No.
the-
Crack open the peanuts and yeah, they was good.
just as soon as you walk in, you're walking on peanut, shells.
You know the one that doesn't make any sense to me? Like I love salted, dry roasted peanuts. Like break the shell open and eat them. I do not get the whole boiled peanut thing from down in the South. You guys ever tried those?
My dad likes it. I'm not a fan of it.
I don't like them because I haven't never tried them.
Yeah, Tamara been there. Jim Bob's Steakhouse used to have. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, then they got took out with the tornado, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I think they was having family business issues, and so
The thing that was killer to me about eating at Jim Bob's was the dude they had that done all their speaking and most of their commercials was the same guy that would unload your cattle at 4-stage stockyards.
Yeah.
Stan Pullman. Say, how's it going, Stan? I'm hungry. Thinking about going to Jim Bob's. That's what he'd say.
I always liked it when I worked at Sutherland's there in Joplin and during high school, and come fall, they get the big crates of peanuts in, and we'd just all go in there. You could always follow where all the workers was going because you just see peanut shells all over the hardwood floor or the concrete floor.
Well,
you chase us down.
When the tornado took Jim Bob's out, didn't they move into that building down there by Cheddar's for a while?
Yes.
Yeah, but it didn't.
It kind of fizzled after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they was having. Somebody said they was having like a family squabble type thing or something. Somebody got divorced or something, and it didn't. So I'm not sure. I never did hear a full breakdown, but
I say when they were there on was it Range Line, they were awesome.
Hi, Amy.
kind
But
of
a long time ago.
like how with
Yeah, that has been a long time ago.
the old Ken's Pizza that we used to have in Joplin, and then all of a sudden it started turning into Mazzio's, and that was husband and wife when they got divorced. So I think the husband kept Ken's, and the wife all the ones that she had turned into Mazzio's.
Gosh.
Well, there was one of them in Miami that is now the Buttered Bun Cafe.
Buttered Bun
Buttered
Cafe.
bun.
And they serve something that I know you'll either think's great or it's gross. And on their menu, they have all you can eat
Hey, Amy.
beans, taters, and maters.
Taters and maters.
Brown beans, sliced tomatoes, and
Black taters. That actually sounds good.
Mhm.
I think they do their taters like American fries. And it also comes with fried okra. I'm like, why didn't the
I like
okra get
fried
me?
okra too.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Beans, taters, and maters.
I'm all about the fried okra, but if those potatoes are like borderline not all the way done, don't bring them to me. Like potatoes have to be either mashed or fried crispy. Anything in between, I'm out.
Wow.
I
I
just love.
was gonna say, I don't think you've ever turned down a potato, have you?
No, I can't.
I've never
It's
met a potato I didn't like.
same here. There ain't no such thing as a bad tomato.
What if we smush
Or
up with
potato.
avocado with it?
Oh my
Okay, that
goodness.
might not be so good.
There's Amy. What in the world?
Don't talk that blasphemy again. We're in a perfectly good potato.
That beans, taters, and maters makes
That's
me think
one.
That's fun.
of that gal from the South that comes out every year around Thanksgiving or Christmas. That she's like a Southern Baptist lady singing on there, and she's like beans, taters, maters,
Beans,
tomatoes,
greens, tomatoes,
beans,
potatoes.
greens, potatoes, tomatoes. Talk about everything at the dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Greg Duncan I ate there, and he's seen that on the menu, and he's like, "Oh, I'm having that." I'm like, "Greg, are you gonna have another bowl?" He said, "They were really good, but I'm full." One time through, he didn't even go for seconds. I'm gonna say no.
These are so spicy, especially when I was expecting
Getting
it to be
close.
hot.
He threw us for a loop. He started talking about the redneck. What did it? He meant to say slip and slide, but it come out.
Oh, I can't remember what it said.
Nothing. Hey, our battery's about to go dead. We might want to find a charger.
I was thinking he could incorporate that 0-turn lawnmower in that redneck slip and slide.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's-
I need to get tires fixed in my 0-turn. I get 2 that keeps going flat on me. Hey, James, welcome in.
Hey, James.
Hi, James.
Jesse's having issues typing, apparently.
Jesse's issues have issues, though.
That's true.
Amy Highway. That's your daughter. Go ahead and say, "That's my child."
That's his.
That's my baby.
She is Tina 2.0.
Which one? This one?
No, she won't even eat
I
coleslaw.
bet they're good now. Yep.
She was adopted. We found her at the roadside park, felt sorry for her, so we decided to bring her home, and now we don't get rid of her.
Yeah, I don't think we can get away with that one.
Same way saying that about Jamie.
Yeah. Considering, when I posted his senior pictures, everybody thought it was posting old pictures of you.
Mm-hmm.
Did I see some old pictures of you guys here recently?
Probably.
I think there was one of you. It popped up on Facebook that we've been friends for 16 years.
You need to throw them away.
Is that what we need to do?
Michael's Adventures. Hey, Michael, welcome in.
Glad to have you. Yeah, she posted that. Yeah, I've been friends for 16 years. Like, just a few more than that.
I say been married for 27, so.
Got the juice now.
So.
I never looked and seen if Johnny and Christine was going live tonight.
Yeah, she had the oldest one of me was one when Jamie was born, and I was just 20.
No.
Do you have a spoon?
It was a picture of you and the 3 kids. Jessica was born.
Blink
What's
twice
that?
if you
Was
need
it-
help, Paul.
Blink twice if you need help, Paul.
On the way.
Hey, Paul.
What's that sign language for "I need help"? I don't remember how it goes.
Hey, I know what it is. Just give us 2 thumbs up if we need to come help.
Crap, I can't even do Just put 10 fingers in there if you need help. Thank you.
Paul just needs to keep a hot dog in his pocket all the time. That way he can do that.
Right?
Ugh.
That can get kind of gross after a while.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
He can change it out every day.
Charlene Grady,
Hey,
Hi,
Charlene.
Charlene.
Cape Cod.
I can't even trust you guys to be quiet while we're blessing the food. Dadgummit.
Well, I didn't even know you were.
Yeah, gotta warn us.
Yeah, just say, hey, shut up for a second.
I've got a friend that's a preacher that manages to call me during supper a lot. And so he has blessed my food over the phone several times. He's like, I can do it. I can do it all now. One
I
time he
just had to
called us
turn
from
ours
using
down.
Pizza Hut.
At least they're not in here.
I just set the phone on the table and said, Ed, say the blessing over this food.
I saw a flash from that.
I don't know what that was. I think a propane tank just exploded.
Uh-oh.
Can of Vienna's.
Hey,
There you
Vienna
go.
sausages ain't bad
I
either.
don't know.
Hey, don't be careful on that can of Vienna sausage. Guess what Lisa said we need to get to put in the camper at all times?
We were walking through Dollar General earlier,
You never know.
and I said there was like a 6-pack of them. I said, "Hey, we could put these in the camper. You know, emergency food."
Right?
Yeah, but a can of Vienna sausage used to be like less than a quarter a can.
No, they're not.
Or
No.
less than that too.
Now they're like $1.50 a can.
Mm-hmm.
Really? I haven't bought it in a long time, apparently. $1.50, that's still cheaper than anything else.
Yeah.
It's true.
And I'll say, yeah, cheap. You know, you used to be able to make a cheap meal out of Vienna sausages, and not so much anymore.
Amy
No.
said she just picked up Corbin so he can spend the night, and he's all smiles.
Woohoo!
Give him hugs for us.
Maybe I raced it.
No guitar lessons.
Of course, I also like potted meat sandwiches too.
Urban barbecue Viennas.
Mmm. Sounds good. I
I
kind of like
don't
just
know
the
about
plain
that.
ones. I'll be honest, just the plain ones are good.
Yes.
Yeah. Always, you just got to rinse the juice off of the
Yeah.
slimy stuff off of them really
Yeah.
good, and they're
No, you got to leave that on there.
Oh, no.
That's
Drink it when you're done.
Yep, drink it when you're done. That's right, Paul. Paul had it right when he put out that video about a year ago, and he showed you how that
Logger lunch. Yeah.
that the lid is actually your
Spoon.
fork too. You're serving to get them out, and then you just drink the juice, man.
You got to not be stupid about that or you'll cut the crap out of yourself.
That ain't no kidding.
Oh, goodness.
yep.
There's nothing like some hot dog flavored water.
Oh,
Vienna sausage water is different, though.
yeah.
It's not like hot dog water. You could take and make popsicles out of hot dog water and fool people, but they know when that Vienna sausage water, they get that in their mouth, they're going to know. Oh, here it is. Have you guys got time for like a minute of foolishness?
You can get a kind of a pumpkin pie or a cheesecake, something like this. It's going to be your base for your fall crab. Now, what I did is you get your standard toothpicks, and you see I got a can beanie weenies. Like this one, they on here. What we're doing today is called a deer in a thicket. It's a deer in a thicket. So I got this right here is your standard deer. It's a broken plastic fork, and it goes right in the middle of that thicket. Now what, Tavern? Okay, well, I got one more tree to put up, a bee and a wiener tree. And you take the last one, and you just kind of stick it like this away onto the fork. Break, and that's okay. That's part of it. You just get down on that fork. You can't go fast on that thing because it's a deer in the thicket like this away. Look at that. That's the deer's face, and there's his little antlers, and all of a sudden, you got a beautiful centerpiece, something for your table, a snack for a party. It's all in one, and as a treat to yourself, the final step is take a little swig of that bean or wiener juice. You can skip that last step.
That last step.
No, you can't.
Oh, mercy. Oh,
Oh man.
yeah, I'm out on that last step, too.
Uh-huh.
Skip that.
A deer in the thicket.
We make that for Halloween, or for Halloween.
A fall craft, yeah. You got a beautiful centerpiece.
Oh. Oh no, Vienna sausage and potted meat. I ate enough of that my bolognese. I can't eat that
Hot
stuff.
dog fried with rice. James.
Hey, meat, that's gross. Amy, I
Hot
gotta
dog
agree
fried-
with you.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, James. I've made me some hot dog ramen noodles before.
Mm.
Nothing wrong with that. Way better than that Vienna sausage juice.
Hey,
Ugh.
Lisa and I was talking the other day. We were poor when the kids were little. Poor. I mean, poor.
We was so poor. We was actually poor. We couldn't afford the other.
That's
Hey,
right.
Jibber
We couldn't
Chat.
afford to
Hey,
pee.
Kevin.
But we used to make the kids hot dogs and macaroni and
Mac and
cheese.
cheese.
99-cent package of hot
What's wrong with
dogs,
that?
99-cent a box of
Didn't
macaroni.
we eat that last
37-cent actually.
I guess we're
Macaroni
still
and
poor.
cheese. And we're like, you know what I'm kind of craving?
Sure.
Macaroni and cheese with hot dogs.
Eric made that last week. That was. I like macaroni and cheese and hot dogs.
I do too.
And then he always says, "No, put the hot dogs on the side." No. You have to cut them up and
They
put it
have to
in.
be in it.
Yeah.
See, it's not just me.
Have you seen the one where they make baked spaghetti with Roman noodles? Put them in there hard.
Yeah, I've seen
I
that.
tried that here a while back. It was incredible.
Was it?
I was just like that 40-year guy. What? No way.
What? No way.
Well, I was gonna say, in jail they can make about anything with ramen noodles.
If this works.
The one that I love is that guy that he watches other people cook and he's like, "What you doing?" Ooh, my stomach bubbling.
You mean to tell me for 40 years I could have been doing this?
Oh yeah, that guy. Ain't no way.
Mhm.
Tuna mac, yeah, we did a lot of tuna mac.
Yeah.
Actually, my kids, one time I've told this story more than once, but one time I was trying to spice it up, so I made fried tuna fish patties with a tube of saltine crackers, 2 eggs, can of tuna, mixed it all together, made tuna fish patties, fried them in a little bit of oil and mac and cheese. And guess what I had to make for the kids for like a month straight? Like every meal, they wanted to have that.
Another thing they loved that took a long time was taquitos.
Oh, they loved my homemade taquitos.
Oh, we ain't had no homemade.
If you would have told them that was Krabby Patties that you made, they'd still be eating them.
Oh, they'd still. Oh, I'm telling you. The other day,
Well, Braden still made them.
the other day, Braden calls us. Of course, you know he's doing most of the cooking out there in North Carolina, and he called up and he goes, "How do I make tuna fish patties? Because I want them really bad." But those taquitos, man, there's so much work. Like you got to boil the chicken breast, and then you shred it and season it, and then you got to take those tortillas and you put just barely any meat and a little bit of cheese. Because if you put very much, those little bitty tortillas are gonna break.
They're the corn tortillas.
They're corn, and you got to put them in the grease, and you got to hold them for just a second, or else they just unfold.
Yeah.
And it burns all up all your grease.
That was Jerry and Susan.
Jerry.
Welcome in.
Welcome in.
Eat tuna
Hello,
right
Jerry
in
and
the can.
Susan.
That's what I did the other day. Of course, I had salad and didn't have nothing to put on it, so I just took a can of tuna fish to work and dumped tuna fish on it.
I remember my mom telling a story about her mom. She'd watched her mom make those. They called them salmon croquets, but they was like this big, maybe an inch and a half by inch and a half, and that long. And they'd put a bunch of crackers in it. And she used mackerel quite a bit because it was cheap.
Mom used, she
And
called it fish loaf.
Apparently my mom went in there and wanted some of that, and so she went to making it in my grandma's kitchen, and she opened a can of tuna and made it out of tuna. Oh, she got a butt chewing. Why you use that good tuna? And she's like, I didn't know.
Well, there's Tiffany at Canadian
Chris
Family Life.
Courtney.
There's Virginia Alexander.
Hello.
One of
Chris
my favorite
Courtney.
summertime meals that my mom used to do, and it was a simple one. She'd just take one of the big tomatoes for everybody and slice it up in quarters and just open it up, and then she'd make tuna salad and put some of that in there, and then put some cottage cheese on top of it, and that was your dinner. And that was after you'd been outside where it's hot all day.
It was great.
It was a good, nice, cool.
My
Cool
mom
meal.
made. She used to
that's
make
poor potted
cheese
meat.
sandwiches, just bread with Miracle Whip and a slice of cheese. And she thought that was like substance.
Yeah, Mom made corn patties and fish patties, and yeah,
Of course, I miss.
I
my
will
mom's chicken
say,
casserole. That
I don't know
was
what it is, but I've started craving, and Nana can attest. I crave a grilled cheese sandwich, especially a
Ham and cheese grilled.
ham and grilled
grilled
cheese
cheese.
sandwich. Like, I love that.
yeah.
I'm hungry.
Food's the
Oh,
best
goodness.
subject we've ever talked about with y'all. We all have some knowledge of it because, even Jennifer Ocean has to eat sometime. Mm-hmm.
Now, see, I never had salmon patties.
Well, I think she did like what Paul was saying and used the mackerel because it
Yep.
was cheap.
See, my
Gotta
grandparents
pick
made.
the
I
onions out
have
of that.
salmon patties, and my mom used to make me eat peas.
Ew!
Mom made a pea salad.
You guys still don't like them icky green peas.
No, I think that's corporal punishment. I'm pretty sure.
I'll eat the heck out of some green beans, but I never could do peas. It was.
I love green beans.
Oh,
Now I
I've
do like
learned-
the sugar snap peas that are in the pods. I will eat those. Those are good.
Those are good.
I've learned a new way to eat green beans. You can actually take a green bean and make it totally unhealthy. And I like it that
Batter
way.
it and deep fry it.
They bread them and deep fry them at
Right.
Wallace's and Quapaw. Oh, yeah.
Where is it? Is it
Haven 55.
Haven 55? They're
Yes,
in
the-
Pineville. They do deep fried green beans and they're really good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
Of
good
course,
to
I always love my mom's
take,
green bean supreme.
fry bacon, and then cut up an onion and put your fresh green beans in there, and kind of like a stir fry with the bacon and onions. That's really good,
Fried green beans that way. And if you eat it that
and
way,
it's still healthy.
that's healthy for you.
There's Vanessa and my Renaissance grandma. Hello, welcome in.
I'd give you 5 reasons I don't care if it's healthy.
Exactly.
I was telling him that about the live on patrol, and the guy knew his Fifth Amendment. The fifth what?
The Fourth Amendment.
Oh yeah, the Fourth Amendment.
Fourth Amendment.
At
Tina
least I didn't do it.
can't even do it wrong.
I can't
She's
even
so smart, she can't even do it wrong.
It's hard to keep them straight.
It is pretty hard to say stuff like SOS instead of what Chris Conley put on there, but
Yeah, I was saying that too. But I know what he's talking about. That was called chip beef.
we
Oh,
ate
yeah.
that some because my mom's dad, whom I didn't ever really know very well, he was a cook in the Army. And he came home with some of that kind of stuff that he liked. to
And you
make.
know, that's another one of them deals that really, really shaved, thin shaved, whatever it is, corned
Corned beef.
beef or whatever that you put in that. Like, I
Mhm.
crave that too now.
My mom took it, and her dad had done this too, and he would just make hamburger gravy the same way you would make sausage gravy.
Mom did too.
Put that on, and we ate that on white bread. But I was going to tell you,
So
one
do
of the
we.
things my mom fixed a lot whenever, I bet once every other week maybe, when we was doing custom hay, we'd show up for supper when we got done. And it's pretty unhealthy. I wouldn't recommend it. Probably why I am the way I am today. But we'd eat supper at 10, 11 o'clock or midnight. You know, it was when we got in.
Okay.
Right?
And
So that's like one of the hardest things for a lot of people to understand. And a lot of like when we were in the show world, hanging out
Yeah.
with all them people, like they wanted to eat supper at like 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what are we doing? Having a late lunch? They're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, we don't eat supper till it's like
Dark.
10 to 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Because it come from you were out in the field till it was dark.
Yeah.
Then you come to the house,
Drops.
and it wasn't like mom was sitting at home either. She was out in the field with us, so everybody was out there. So we didn't eat supper till we got back to the house.
It was
And
pretty
so I just
common for
grew
my
up that
mom.
way, and that's the way I raised my kids, you know.
Yeah. It was pretty common for my mom to get home before everybody else did. For a long time, she was a rake hand, or else she was helping on the mow crew, or just fetching stuff for us. Of course, you got to go back then. You had to go to the field to see if anybody needed something. There
Yep.
wasn't no cell phones.
There wasn't one of these cell phone thingies, was there?
Nothing like that. But I tell you what she had that I learned to love. I would have give her one of these for Christmas every year if I thought she'd use it more. Was an electric skillet. She had one of those longer
Oh,
ones,
yeah.
and you could turn them on warm. And that's a marvelous thing, friend.
Oh,
And
yeah.
She made what she called cabbage casserole, and she would brown a couple pounds of ground beef in the bottom of that skillet, and then she would cut up a head of cabbage into slices that was between 1 inch and a half inch thick, and just spread those out over the top of that ground beef, and then just cover it with tomato juice. She would just pour it over it. It wasn't really swimming in it, maybe that much in the bottom of it, and then she'd pepper the devil out of it and put that lid on it. Oh, that was so there's a really fine line between we were so hungry when we got home and that was so good. But that was something I really liked that she done. She called it cabbage casserole.
See,
Of course, we had a lot of ground beef because they never ever butchered a calf, ever.
Always cow.
But the crippled cow that couldn't keep up
Yep.
and had to drive them down the road was in line
Yep.
to keep in the freezer.
Well, for a long time, my family, my mom and dad, when we were trying to get, before we moved to Kansas and took over the family farm and everything, we raised like 400 head of baby Holsteins a year.
Mhm.
And would feed them till like 700-800 pounds and then take them to Springfield market and sell them. And so it would always be one of those Holstein steers would end up hanging around and we'd go butcher it. And I'm going to tell you,
They're not bad.
there's a fine line in a Holstein steer between when it's finished, there ain't no better beef out there. But before it's finished, you might as well grind the whole thing up because it ain't got no fat. It's like eating one of these grass-fed longhorn thingies,
I have fed several of those and took them to the sale, and everybody tell me I was nuts for buying them. Every time we ever did any of them, we doubled our money by keeping them for half a year.
Yeah.
I thought we were doing pretty good.
We would go get from there. We had 2 or 3 dairies that we'd buy every Holstein bull calf they had. And the Mormons, man, used to bring us Christmas every year as we fed Mormon's milk. And we were a good customer for him.
First year that Anita and I were married, I had raised some Milo on a piece of rented ground, and I never ever got to rent that ground again. And the guy didn't even let me go back and work it down so they could put it to grass. And it's basically wasteland now. But my dad was already growing chickens at that point, and it might have gotten some of that stuff from them chicken houses. Anyway, Dad and I was marvelously happy that we didn't think any of the heads on that Milo we'd planted would fit inside of a 1-gallon jug.
Ooh.
But I was using his old 4-row equipment, and so they were like on 38-inch rows or something like that. the yield wasn't great. But anyway, we fed out a bunch of those Holstein calves that we was buying for like $25 at the auction, and we'd bring them home, and Nita would bottle feed them with me, and I had a pawl scale, and when we got that, we started weighing them when we got them off on feed, off of the milk, and I was grinding that Milo with some oats and putting like 50 pounds for a ton of molasses. I'd put 50 pounds of dry molasses in it. It couldn't have tasted great. And them stupid things would stand there at the feeder until that was gone every time you put it out.
Yeah.
And we were getting between 2 and 2.5 pounds a gain, between 200 and 450 pounds on those kids. I was just couldn't believe they grow so good.
So we developed a ration when I was a kid. Like Dad and I messed around, and it used. We raised a lot of red clover and Belden square, and soybean meal and corn and a few other things. And I shoveled, oh my gosh, I couldn't even tell you how many bushels of corn to a Super M farm all with a International Artsway grinder mixer. And that same ration, we just moved it over to show steers when we started showing steers. And in fact, my niece 3 years ago at the fair just won rate of gain again with that same ration. We won rate of gain almost every year with that same ration. It translated over to beef cattle too. It but
the co-op over here at Baxter used to sell a feed called 12% dairy, and back when there was a lot of little dairies around it, a lot of people used that, and I think it must have been almost half Milo. It was the cheapest feed you could put them on, probably, to try to make milk, I guess.
My uncle, he raised a lot of hogs. My dad raised hogs before him and my mom got together when he was a kid. He raised a lot of hogs. But then my uncle, and then I kind of took over when I got to be, a preteen. I started doing it. But my uncle fed lots of Milo to hogs. And you could tell the difference between a hog feedlot that was fed corn and a hog feedlot that was fed Milo by the smell.
Well, you could tell a lot of difference in the feed and how good those chickens would do if there was a shortage of corn and Simmons switched over and was using a lot of Milo in their feed. The feed was just totally different texture, and they didn't do as good on the Milo, but I'm sure it was cheaper.
Drops. Yeah, we eat some oxtail. We've made oxtail before. But
I was going to say, I don't think I ever have.
We brought it home, but it never went in the freezer.
Fed it to the dogs.
Sam ate it. Yep. Not the Sam we've got now. This is like the 4th or 5th Sam we've ever had.
See, he's got Sam. We have Elvis.
Yeah, it's really good in stew or soup.
I was going to say, didn't Evelyn Newman do a video of cooking oxtail?
Yep.
That's what I was thinking.
Corn contains the glycol.
I didn't want to be left out.
I can't figure.
This ain't corn country right here where Dale and I is at. It ain't. They grow it, but it ain't corn country.
Yeah, we grow a lot of corn, but it ain't good corn.
We grow rock.
You want to go get yields, that happens in Iowa and Illinois. Around here, it can get dry. 2 years ago, my buddy Zach, who, by the way, was testing out some John Deere technology in his wheat harvest. Did you see that? Zach Rendell over here at Miami. They had him using one of those autonomous combines.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but they were riding it to make sure it worked. Anyway, he was harvesting some of his corn
Eric Bill,
that his insurance made
evening
him
things
harvest.
home, gotta make dinner.
And
Night, Tamara.
it was
I think we said I too.
10% or 10 bushel at the acre, 14% moisture.
Holy cow!
And I couldn't believe he had 14% moisture because we hadn't had rain in months.
Well, so yeah, I talk about that all the time. Like Dad and I farming, I mean, we kind of bank on it's a good crop if we make 100 bushel corn crop. And currently with corn price, it costs you more for fertilizer, seed, chemical, and the labor to put it in than you can get back out of it making 100 bushel.
Yeah. Wheat has kind of got to be like that here several years ago. I had some friends that farmed wheat just south of us, and they said that their insurance that they bought pushed them over the mark. If they didn't buy the insurance, they could be barely profitable. And they were harvesting the wheat and then baling the straw in little squares, and they had a market to sell it. But they still couldn't make money at it, so they quit.
Well, the biggest problem with southeast Kansas, northeast Oklahoma, southwest Missouri is wheat don't like wet feet. And the time of the year when wheat is putting, is producing is our wet time of the year, and it don't like that. Test weight goes light. It don't put on as much product or yield. It's just not good. Hi, Susan.
Yes, drop. I seen that. Not a thing in the world you can do for them but pray for them. Just a terrible thing.
Yeah, that is Tish Ross. She, no judgment here with Tish. She reached out to us and asked us to pray for it, but it's just so sad.
Yes.
I mean,
did you see any of the video of that coming in? There was finally some people that had videoed it coming in. They were at a bridge, and that wall of water had to have been like between 4 and 6 foot tall when it come off down through there where they were. Yeah, there was part of the bridge had a little bit of water going under it, and at one time they all turned around and start running the other way because the water was coming up so fast.
Well, guys, I hate to hop off, but it's starting to turn into a
It's sauna in here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot they'd turn the air conditioner on. Yeah.
Mine's still working.
Ours is.
Well, if we were outside, it would probably be better than sitting right here.
Yeah, we're gonna go work on that chicken fried steak.
Yeah, you got to get there before 8.
Yeah, we got to get there before 8. Paul looked it up, said they close at 8. So we better. That'd be good.
Paul patiently waiting on his invite.
No invite? Oh, we're going to a park. Well, we'll see you later. I'm going home.
Anita was standing back there cooking. I didn't want her cooked food to go to waste.
I was eating it. I don't know where you were at. I got happy. 27 still missing. I hadn't heard this evening.
Oh goodness.
So yeah, I think I'm ready to go in and get ready and go eat dinner. I'm hungry.
You can come home and kick your feet up.
I can come home, kick my feet up. Steve's gonna put me to work tomorrow.
I am. I got several different things lined up.
Well, I gotta go get the tractor jump started and bring it back up to the house.
We can do that.
You do need to put your feet up before you jump start a tractor.
I thought you just bought a new battery for it.
No, I bought a new battery for the mower.
But I thought you got one for the tractor too.
Yeah, but I think it's got a short in it somewhere and it's draining the battery.
I know how that works. I've never had a battery that had a long in it.
No.
Oh goodness.
Hey Nana, I got a question for you.
Yes. Maybe.
No.
How long should cows be milked?
How long should they be
How
milked?
long should cows be milked?
I don't know. Until there's no more milk in them.
That's a good idea. I had some guys tell me the same length as short ones.
What? Oh, goodness. Easy, dear.
You got to be kidding me right now.
Lori.
Paul.
We just got Paul.
Bye, Paul.
It's been a while since he's done it. And he threw us for a loop.
Yeah, I know. So you got everybody to relax and everything else, and boom, you just been Paul cased.
Well, I'm still patiently waiting for my invite to the world famous best chicken fried steak there ever was,
Silver
according
Spur? Is that
the
what it's called?
the Silver Spur, where
I don't
we're
know, there was
from,
one over in Grove
was
that was
a
pretty good chicken
bar
fried steak
in
too.
Fort Scott, Kansas.
I actually think the one that we had over there at Grove was last year where we went
Yeah.
at Mike's Cafe or something.
I don't remember what the name of it was.
I think it was like Mike's or something. It's out there towards Sailboat Ridge. I think that was probably about one of the best chicken fried steaks I ever had. That and then the one place down in Texas where Tina.
What? Now that place,
For
the best thing about that place, that jalapeno gravy was the best thing.
that was really good.
That jalapeno gravy is good.
Never gonna live down that window incident, am I?
No,
Hey,
you're not because
we'll
you
be visiting
sabotaged
that
me.
place here in a few months.
Hey, that's coming up here in a few months.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I got a
And
lot
I
of work
know
to get
I
done
know
before-
some people that have a pop-up camper for sale.
Yeah. And so, well,
now we've been nined.
now we've been nine. We've been Paul Case. Now we've been nined. So, all right, guys, we're going to head out of here and we're going to go get dinner. So we will see you all later. Thanks for sticking around,
Thanks
guys.
for coming in, everybody.
Love y'all. Bye-bye now.